materials required: 2 electrical pipes of length 26.5 centimeters, 4 electrical pipes of the length around 30.5 centimeters, 2 long electrical pipes of the length around 61 centimeters. Then you need 6 T-point connectors for the electrical pipes. Then you need some electrical wires. You need 3-cell LiPo battery, a TX60 female connector, a hot wire or an ignomium wire, which is heat resistance, which is easily available on Amazon. Then you need some fiberglass tape, an electric drill, some screws, some soldering wire, and a soldering iron. So now you can do the same thing to the other pipe. So you have 2 electrical pipe with nails. Now we'll work on the frame. So you take 1 long pipe and 2 T connectors. You join both of them on the ends of the pipe. You can take the T connectors according to the diameter of the pipe. Again, like this on both the ends. Okay. Then you do the same thing with the other long pipe. There you go. Take another connector. And then you straighten both of them at the same angle, like this. Now you have 2 long pipes with T connectors at both of their ends. Then you take the 4 electrical pipes of length around 30.5 centimeters. Then you attach 1 on each end, like this. Then also to the other. You can do the same thing with the other pipe, and the long pipe. And you join these connectors like this. And do the same thing to the other end. Then it should look something like this. When you see there's a gap between them, then you attach a T-point here. Here, like this, as well. Then you do the same thing where the other gap is situated. Here, take the other connector and place and this here. Perfecto. Then you take your 2 pipes, you fit 1 here, yeah, that's fine. Right. Then we do the same thing on the other T-point. perfect. And it should look something like this. After the frame is done, you take the soldering iron and plug it in. For the time being, so that it gets hot, you keep it aside. Then you take some hot wire and some soldering wire. And you get the frame towards you. If you see, I've taken some hot wire, and then you take one loop around the nail at one end. Then you take some soldering wire, you break it, then you take the soldering iron, you just solder it to the nail. Solder it nicely so that the connection of the nail and the hot wire is perfect. Once again, perfect. And now we go towards the next end. You should take the amount of hot wire according to the length between your two poles. And now I do one loop here. This, and just 1 minute. It should be tight so that you can do precise cuts. Do some loops here. Then the extra wire you can cut with a scissor. And you take some soldering wire and you cut something like this, and you break it, take the soldering wire iron, and you start soldering. See, it's the final step. You take one electrical wire with an open end where the copper is coming out, and then you make as many loops as possible on the nail. Then you solder it for permanent connection. And it's done. You do the same thing to the other point. The wire which you have soldered to the nail, you can attach another electrical wire, and then you just tangle like this. Do it perfectly so there is good flow of current. And it's done. You just take some fiberglass tape, or if you want, you can solder it. I'll just tape it. That's the fiberglass tape. take a specific portion, then I cut it with the scissors. Now you take another tape and you tape the wire to the pipe and take another electrical wire and attach it to the end here. After doing this, you can tape it or solder it. Cut the tape. And take the small portion and tape it to the wire. That's done. Then I connect one end of the DX60 female connector to this. As this is going to be directly connected to the battery, I would prefer to solder it. Solder both of them. Yep. Just for safety precaution, I'll just tape it. Yep. Now you can do the same thing to the other side or the other nail. When you do wiring on both the nails, then it will look something like this. Everything is done. It's finally the time to test. So you just plug in the little battery, take a piece of foam. I'll start the procedure. And can easily cut through foam. Thanks guys for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.